for all the world to see.
Hello, everybody. How about that first 30 seconds of that one show?
Yeah,
I'm
right.
surprised there's a lot of comments on that.
I know, right? The first 30 seconds is all we need.
I'm ready to dun 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 dun, but I can really. Oh, here we are. I see me. All right. It could be that the viewership was down because of our slideshow, but so this house is those that are just tuning in. This house is over an acre. It's up in the Australia mountain range. There's this area here that's vented out. It just needs to be framed out, and then you have another like 500 square feet to this property. So I think it'll be about 1,700 square feet when it's done. And so it's priced to sell at 110K. It's a little over an acre. With this add-on and stuff, I think you get up to 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, or maybe 4 bedrooms. But it only needs about 14K per my contractor to get this thing looking really good. So you buy it for 110, you put 14K in, you could probably sell it for about 160.
This is what I was saying on Friday, because we showed this property on Friday. This is the property these are the types of properties that you look at for an investor. These are nice flip properties and opportunities. A lot of people talk about opportunities and flipping not being available here in Arizona. The spreads aren't there. Well, here's an example that it's still out there. You just got to dig a little deep, have a little imagination as well.
Yeah, if you pick this thing up for 110 and you put 14K in here for 125, and if you sell it for 160, you make about 10, 15K, maybe 20K on this house. So that's the mindset. If you want to make 20K, then you should be writing an offer on this property.
Well, and also, is this one a buy and hold opportunity? I mean, I don't know what the rent would be out there.
Yeah, I'll tell you, it's not really a buy and hold because unless somebody just wants to work the land or you rent it out to a horse lover or something.
Yeah. What is what do you think a property like this after fixed up? You know, what do you think it would rent for?
It's interesting. If you fix it up, you probably get maybe 800-900, maybe more. 800-900, depending on if they're gonna put horses on there, they might be willing to pay a little bit more. But I think 900 is a good number for up there. I didn't run the comps, so I got to be honest with you. I didn't.
So at 900, I mean, the mortgage payment on something like that is going to be below 900. I don't know what the taxes are or anything like that, but you know, the payment at $110,000 is going to be, or 130,000, let's say, with the upgrades or whatever. It's going to be about a break even, isn't it?
Well, 130. Well, there's no HOA. The taxes last year were like 600 or something. So it's a good opportunity. The typical holding costs are down quite a bit. If you put 20% down, yeah, you should be able to cash flow. What is the name of the show? Monday.
Top Newsmakers.
Manic Monday.
I know, it's one of those groggy Mondays.
I say hashtag where is the sun?
Man, the weekend. Speaking of which, the weekend was absolutely beautiful. Did you do anything special this weekend?
I worked. Is that special? No, I think we need to get to that Renaissance Festival this week or next week. I think it's getting close to the end.
Yeah, that's right. The Renaissance Festival out in the far East Valley. That's not Gold Canyon. What is that considered? Apache Junction?
Apache Junction, yeah.
Yeah. I went out there a couple years ago. Those are always fun.
Yeah.
The land of the push-up bra.
Oh, yeah. See, that's a good way to advertise it. Why don't they call it that? More people would go.
You're right.
Oh, I thought it was just like meat and...
big turkey legs and
mandolin
jousting.
guitars or whatever. Those mandolin.
Home of the tin cup.
Yeah, that's right. Goblet.
Yeah, the goblets.
Yeah, it's weird what happened over there in Europe, though. I could see how you were kind of trumped with tragedy.
Yeah, that really that's really tragic what happened in England there. Yeah, pretty sad, man. Pretty sad.
I see Ryan Scruggs. This thing got a few views. I don't know if he shared it out to his people or not, but did we show him how to share it? Does he know how to share?
I didn't show him how to share on Facebook. Hopefully, he did that.
Yeah. We got a few viewers. Good time for me to talk about this property here on Acre. I'm going to try to be calm like the music here. What you have here is a beautiful acre lot with a house on it. The house is old. The addition is not. So there's an addition there that I believe was permitted, or maybe it wasn't. I can't say it was permitted and be wrong, so I'll just say I'm not sure. But you have about 500 square feet worth of addition in the back that's almost done. This house is $110,000. No HOA. So here's I'm looking at the addition part now. My contractors say about $14,000 can make this thing really nice into code. So for $14,000 and $110,000, so $124,000, this house is worth well over $160,000, maybe even $170,000 or $180,000. So if you're looking for an investment property or to fix and flip, or if you want to get out of the city and into an acre, this is a good opportunity for you guys.
Yeah, I feel like people are going to be way judgmental on this property, right? They're going to look at it and say, "Oh my God, what the heck is that thing doing on the show?" And
well, yeah.
This is where, again, I'm just going to reiterate: you got to look through the forest through the trees, I think, as the saying goes, or see the forest through the trees. This is an opportunity. This is an income type property. I mean, it could be one of those Wacky Wednesday kind of photos on some of these photos.
Right, we got a few. Right.
Especially that pink bedroom, man. I don't know. That's a little disastrous, but.
Well, I'll tell you, my seller wants it sold. So I told him I would handle the rehab for him, but he wants it sold before May. So the rehab would have taken about 3-4 weeks. That puts us in mid-April, and he wouldn't have hit the close of escrow date he wanted. So that's why we're low at 110. So.
Got it.
Or else I would have helped him out.
And you would have turned the profit.
Well, I would have split it or something. Yeah. I would have made it work for both of us. Okay. All right, I'm shared out, I think.
And I am just about done here.
Let me go to one more page here. I'm going to put this one on the Fortune Builder webpage because, it's a page that, hold on. Sharing a page that I'm in, a group I'm in.
All right, I'm done.
Let me do one more here.
No, you may not. You may not share it one more time.
Yeah.
All right, everyone, this is the time. We take 10 minutes here. That's why the clock there show starts in a minute 15 here. We take the time to share it out with our friends and family. So if you would do the same, that would be awesome. Share it with your friends and family. Certainly if you're in the market to purchase a property, or maybe you're an investor out there looking to purchase a property, this would be a great opportunity here, this property that we're featuring here on the pre-show. Stefan's been talking about it. If you want to know more about that property, just reach out to us. And you can do that by messaging us right from this post here on Facebook. And we read all those posts and we respond to all of them. So reach out to us that way. I'm getting this on Periscope. And then all Stefan is going to he's going to scare everybody away.
That's what I do. I call them the La Cucaracha of the internet. When you turn on the lights, they all scatter.
La Cucaracha. Speaking of which,
like that? That's code.
That's code.
For those that don't know.
Dancing with the Stars. Isn't that girl on there?
Oh, what's her name? From Jersey Shore?
No. She's the Puerto Rican fireball.
Oh, the older Jaja? No, not Jaja.
Yeah, Jaja. Is it Jaja Gabor or something like that?
No, I think she's fabulous, darling. But
she was on Merv Griffin all the time for the early times.
The Love Boat? Yeah, she's on Love Boat.
Yeah, she was on Love Boat too. All right. Hey, we're ready to go here. If you're ready to go. You ready to do this?
I'm ready. All yeah. Right. Anybody remember that lady's name?
All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome to this episode of 22 Minutes with Jayson and Stefan. I am Jayson Bates. I'm bringing you the lender side of things, and he is Mr. Stefan Cotton. He brings us the realtor side of things, and together we hope to not only entertain you, as Stefan was doing there in the pre-show, but also bring you valuable content that you can use when you're looking to buy, sell, or refinance property.
Okay, I don't know sign language. I don't want to offend any of the. I was just trying to do my interpretive dance, if you will.
Nice work.
This is me in sign language, by the way.
Yeah, there you go.
I don't get it.
Yeah. There's a.
Sorry, I'm just not getting it.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm just not getting it.
I got it.
Austin Powers there. Little sound effect. Hey, big news. Well, not too much of a big news day today. We've got some stories, though, some local stories that are kind of big. There's also some things that are kind of behind the scenes that can potentially be big that I'm going to talk about today, or we're going to talk about today. But before we do that, and before we get into today's top news makers, let's do the tweet quote of the day.
About time.
All right. All right, today's tweet quote of the day brought to us by none other than Mr. Zig Ziglar.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, remember him? Not the Ziggy Marley, but Zig Ziglar.
Ziggy Marley, or what's the other guy's name that's like a musician's son?
Ziggy Pop or Iggy Pop or something?
Yeah, Iggy Pop, I was thinking. Yeah, but Ziggy Marley. But okay, there's another one too, but I'll think of it later.
Yeah,
but anyways,
Ziggy Moon or something. I don't know. Right. If you can dream it, you can achieve it. And that goes with home ownership. A lot of people dream about home ownership. So if you're dreaming that, you need to reach out to us, especially here in Phoenix, Arizona. We would love to be your team of choice when you're looking to buy, sell, or refinance property. So if you're dreaming of home ownership, as a lot of people are coming out of that penalty box phase from the debacle in our country's history there, the Second Great Depression, as some people refer to it as, and you're looking to purchase a home, hey, now's the time to do that. Don't let the interest rates hold you back. A lot of negativity coming out with those interest rates, right?
I wonder, like the first depression, if people knew that they were in a depression. I mean, it was way different. I mean, people were living in no flooring, right? They had dirt for floors, and the houses were different. So
crazy. Red lines and stuff like that. Oh man, I can't even imagine our country going through that now.
Right.
You know, that would be pretty horrific to say the least. But the American dream is still alive. Home ownership is still there. And the first thing that I want to get to on today's Monday News Makers, and I want to get your take on this too, Stefan. Housing inventory down 5.1% from last year nationally. So the inventory of homes that are on the market is down 5.1%. That's a pretty significant number nationally.
Right.
Here locally, and this is where I want you to explain to our viewers here and our listeners, months of supply of house homes listed for sale in Phoenix is currently standing at, according to what I saw on a chart just recently, for March, is 2.6 months supply.
Wow.
So explain what that means.
Okay, it means that if no new houses hit the market, like no new houses between today and like May, well, the end of May, no new houses hit the market, we'd be out of houses for sale. Okay, so that's what the 2.25 month supply is. But also, we as realtors say that 5 months is a healthy market. That's if you have a 5 month worth of inventory, that's good for sellers, it's good for buyers. Mm-hmm. You're not pressured into buying the wrong house. You're listing your house at the right price for you to get the right buyer for you. So 5 months is what we look for, right? 4 or 5 months. Mm-hmm. 2 months, 2.5 months, or 2.25 months is really telling us it's a seller's market because there's no supply. So supply makes the demand go higher, which is why we're losing out at full price offers. and not getting concessions because the sellers are saying, we'll just wait till next week because there's only a 2.5 month supply. Now, the 2.5 month supply is an illusion because more people are going to be listing their houses too, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's if no houses hit the market again. So if more houses get listed, and we got a couple more listings coming up this month ourselves, so we know that it won't be out of inventory. But as more houses get listed, they're going to be listing a little higher price because that's what the last house sold for, right?
Right.
So 2.5 months ago, the house might have sold for 180. Now it's selling for 190. So now the people that are listing it today might go 195 or 200 because there's no other inventory. I was explaining it to an investor yesterday because we have this property in Tonopah. It's our property is over 10 acres. And it's got a well and it's got stuff. And there's only 3 other properties in the last year that had over 10 acres. One at 10 acres that sold for 229, one pending with 19 acres at 244, and this one at 40 plus acres at 380. We're saying that we're gonna probably sell for about 230 because we're at 15 acres.
Nice.
He says, well, there's not enough data. I go, well, not a lot of people are selling houses with over 10 acres.
Right.
So, I mean, you can go back further in the timeline, but the prices were different back then.
Right.
So it's trying to make an investor or even a savvy buyer or non-savvy buyer understand that, listen, there's no inventory. We do this thing called Shrinking Your World. Maybe we should do that on the show one day, where let's say you want a 4-bedroom, 3-bath. I show you the 15,000 houses without an offer. Oh, you want a garage? You want 4-bedroom?
Right.
You want 3-bath?
Right.
Oh, and you're only 200? Well, then there's 4 houses, right?
Right. Right.
Pick your 4.
Right. Yeah. No. This inventory thing. I've been saying it for a while. We're in a different attitude toward real estate, in my opinion, in this country, where it's not the, hey, I'm going to buy a house and I'm going to turn around and flip it or sell it in the next 3 years and buy a bigger house. A lot of people are now, hey, I'm buying a house and I'm retiring in that house. And so there's not a lot of turnover. Yet the millennials, we've all talked about millennials, they're hitting the real estate market in a big way. We've got people coming out of that penalty box, as I mentioned in the show from the tweet quote of the day, that are hitting the real estate market. You've got investors who have made a lot of money who are also in the real estate pool, and so there's a lot of strain on that. Now, to couple that whole aspect, and this was on CNBC here recently, as part of this subject matter, which was home builders aren't willing to buy or aren't willing to make first-time home buyer type homes. They want the second and third buyer purchaser, not the first-time home buyer, because the margins are so thin on those deals that it's not worth them building. They feel just there's not enough profit in there, and they've got stockholders and shareholders to kind of answer to. Now, that's their side of the argument. And the other side of the argument is, well, millennials have said for many years, when you do polling of millennials, that they'd rather live with their parents, live in the basement. They don't really care to own a home. Their attitude is to real estate is not there. Now, as they start maturing and start getting bigger families, then the attitude starts to change. And I think that's where we're at right now. We're seeing those attitudes starting to change. And that's putting a lot of pressure on homes. Now,
what do you think the next generation is going to be called? I mean, we're at the millennials, and that's who we talk about a lot of.
Right.
You know, we're Generation X, you and I, and then millennials, and now, and I thought it was like Generation Y for like a little bit. Like there's like a 4-year term where people would call it Generation Y. Now they're millennials. But what do you think the next one's going to be called?
I don't know. Generation Caregiver. I don't know.
Caregiver, right.
Generation Trophy winner. I don't know.
Red trophy winner. Participation.
Yeah, Generation Participation.
Oh, that's terrible.
That's terrible.
I'm so glad I asked. Yeah, I put you on the spot.
I don't know what they'd be called, but hopefully things will change there. Hey, I want to get into part of this supply thing, kind of segue into that. Phoenix is back almost to where we were before in terms of population growth. Phoenix Trump card is the headline here. 222 people move here each day. Maricopa County tops the U.S. in population gains.
2,200 people move here each day?
222. 222.
Oh.
222.
200, okay.
Yeah. Maricopa County tops the U.S. highest annual population growth according to the U.S. Census Bureau data from July 2015 to July 2016. Maricopa County gained 81,360 people during that 12-month time frame. Harris County, Texas, Houston, was second at 56,000. So 56,000 at second. We're at number one at 81,000.
Yeah, we're over 50%.
Wow. I mean, that's crazy, right? It's crazy numbers in that. So that equates to 222 people moving here each and every day. Now, Maricopa County as a whole, 4.24 million people living here in Maricopa County.
Okay, so I was always wondering about that number. I just saw I saw a family that's just moving into town today, out the window.
Oh, you saw
There's
the
a bunch of cars. I'm sure one of them is
Penske
one of the 222.
Rent-A truck, the Penske Rent-A, the U-Haul truck. Now that I will tell you, I met some people. I went camping over the weekend here, and I met some people. Both of them from out of state. One from Philadelphia, and one from Indiana. Young couple moved here to Arizona. Phoenix is kind of a little bit of a lot of transients here. Not too many Phoenicians, so to speak. A lot of people from other parts of the country here.
All the Phoenicians are moving to Houston, it sounds like.
Yeah, right. Yeah, or maybe it's Flagstaff. I don't know. Now, with that being said, there are some breakdowns. The Valley's population rose from April 2010. Now, this goes back. This is another study that this one actually was done by the Phoenix Business Journal, which is also owned by American City Business Journals. But the Valley's population rose from April 2010 to a total. Well, the Valley's population rose from an April 2010 total of 4.19 million to July 2016 total. Now this one says 4.66 million, translating into a net increase of 1,436 persons per week.
Mm-hmm.
So
which is on trend.
Yeah, I don't know if that translates to 222 a day, but
that'd be more like 1,500 people a week.
Yeah.
At 221 a day. I don't know if they count weekends on their 221 per day.
Yeah, that's true. Sundays, no. Holidays, national, no. Got to subtract those numbers out. I don't know.
Nobody's moving on Christmas.
I think the bigger story here is there's a lot of people moving here. We've got a lot of exposure. The Final Four coming here, this weekend or something like that. Yep. Congratulations to those teams, North Carolina, Gonzaga, or something like that, and I forget the other two. But so we get a lot of exposure here, and the weather here is absolutely spectacular 9 months out of the year, really. So a lot of good things here to offer here in Phoenix. Taxes are low. I mean, all the sports that you can imagine, all the outdoor activities you can even imagine. I mean, it's crazy what Phoenix has to offer. So it's no wonder a lot of people want to move here. Plus, I don't know if you get this, Stefan, but I get this from people who visit from out of town, that our freeways, our infrastructure is just really nice, really spot on, right? A lot of people, it really presents itself in a very, very nice way. Even people flying through Sky Harbor. Our airport is really nice. Phoenix has really put on a pretty good show, if you will.
Right. I grew up in Montana, but before Montana I lived in Portland, and after Montana I lived in Portland. And there's a constant rush hour, always. It's always bumper to bumper. Seattle's not very different. It takes you maybe an hour and a half to get some places. Here I can get I'm in the bottom west of the Phoenix Valley. I can get over to the northeast Scottsdale part in about 35-40 minutes, which if I were to try to do that in Portland, it would take me about an hour and a half, maybe more.
Yeah. Plus the freeways, like I said, they're very nice. It's relatively new. It's really nice. It's really nice.
What I'm hearing is really nice.
Yeah, it's really nice.
That's what I'm hearing.
That's what I'm saying.
Kimosabi?
You drinking my sake, Kimosabi? All right, so the next one here, this whole thing of population and all that kind of stuff, I think is kind of leading into what some home builders are starting to do and what we're starting to see there, right? Home builder buys 32-acre Gilbert for gated subdivision. 32 acres in Gilbert for a gated subdivision. Marquet Homes, an arm of TRI Point Group, that's who they're publicly traded under, has bought 31.9 acres in Gilbert for a development of 63 new homes. This is going to be located down near Riggs Road and 156th Street. So South Gilbert area. A lot of retirement down there. I don't know if this is going to be retirement gated or not, but it is growing very, very quickly down there in that southeast corner of Phoenix. Marquet plans on developing a gated subdivision called Marathon Ranch. Homes will range between 3,400 and 4,000 square feet and will be priced in the high 400s.
Okay.
That's
not retirement.
That's not retirement. Well, I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. But yeah, probably not retirement. Doesn't that kind of play into what we were just talking about, though? Like, there's not a lot of builders jumping into that first-time homebuyer pool.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, because show me a first-time homebuyer that can afford 400.
Right.
Or 4,000, who wants a 4,000 square foot house.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly right. Exactly. It's not to that lifestyle. We'll see what happens there on that, but it's slated to start in the first part of 2018, selling. So they're starting to break ground. They'll have their models open first part of 2018, so about a year from now. So we'll see what happens.
You heard it here first.
You heard it here first.
Once again, breaking news.
Now the next home builder here locally, I think these are national. I think Marquet is national. Shea Homes is national. They buy a big. They spend a pretty penny on this, man. $2 billion. $2 billion. For a Ritz-Carlton development. Now, the Ritz-Carlton development, if you're not familiar with that is over off of Scottsdale Road, and is it Via Linda? What is it? It's in Paradise Valley there.
Okay.
I don't know if I think I highlighted the address here somewhere, but I'll come across here in a second. Shea plans on building 66 luxury single-family homes at the Ritz development, which sits on some of the most lucrative undeveloped land on Scottsdale Road. Here it is, southeast corner of Indian Bend and Mockingbird Lane.
Okay.
Okay.
It's a little further. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's kind of down toward the Camelback Mountain area. The development includes 200-room Ritz-Carlton resort, as well as 91 villas and 40 other homes that will be Ritz branded. So this is pretty exclusive, kind of high-end stuff. The villas are priced between $1 million and $5 million. The PV project will also debut a high-end brand for Shea called Shea Signature. So Shea Homes is starting to get into high-end stuff. It seems like they're kind of vacating the first-time home buyer, right? See the theme going on here? Shea's Rich project will be called Azure. A-Z-U. Yeah, A-Z-U-R-E. The 352,000 square foot resort project is projected to cost $2 billion and will include the longest pool in North America. 89 of the 91 villas were spoken for in June last year, coming out to almost $250 million. The entire project is slated to open in 2018.
Wow, so there's only 2 villas left.
Yeah, these things are going fast. Paradise Valley, I mean, a lot of people, a lot of high-end, rich individuals want to live in Paradise Valley. It's very beautiful there.
Do you think the developer kind of structures as part of the deal, like you get 2 villas, for this work, give me a better number and I'll give you 2 villas?
I don't know, maybe.
I think when you do a development thing, you get like, I get 4, you get 5, and we can do whatever we want with them. Mm-hmm. So if they're going to sell for $1 million to $5 million, then I'm going to pay you through a villa, versus that way there's no outward cost. Yeah,
maybe I don't know. 5-Star and Dulce Vita Development LLC are also building an 18-acre, 160,000 square foot high-end mixed-use development with restaurants and shops called the Palmeria. Palmeria? Palmeraie.
Yeah, Palmeria.
Yeah, Palmeria. Which they plan to fill with roughly 60 retailers and restaurants. So this is going to be very, very similar. I saw some renderings, and you can look them up online or whatever. But they're very, very similar to the what is it, Greenway in Scottsdale Road?
Oh, Greenway Parkway?
Yeah, Greenway Parkway, where it goes into Scottsdale Road. Not the promenade, but just south of the promenade there on Scottsdale Road. Very high end, kind of, trendy kind of shops and villas and stuff like that. So more development there on Scottsdale Road. All right, so let's get into some mortgage news. Am I keeping your attention there? You paying attention to me?
Yeah, I'm making notes on the Facebook. That way people can see what we're talking about a little bit.
I'm
paying attention, man.
All right, cool. We only got a couple minutes here.
Focus, Stefan. Focus. Two more minutes.
Man. Keep with me here, man. Freddie Mac creates options for borrowers with no credit scores. This is big news. So Freddie Mac is now creating an automated option for individuals who have no credit score whatsoever.
Okay.
So Freddie Mac offering automated option for borrowers without credit scores if they have payment histories that do not report on the credit bureaus. Previously, borrowers with no scores had to be manually underwritten. The program is only available for purchases and no cash out refinances. I don't know why you have no cash out refinance. I mean, come on. I don't even know how that's possible, to be quite honest with you. How do you have
without a credit? Yeah.
Yeah, without something reported on your credit bureau. I don't know how
so
that's possible.
My thing is the no credit, no problem, but sometimes people with no credit or bad credit think they have no credit.
Well, the problem with manual underwrites too is you're subject to whatever the underwriter interprets as risk, and each lender can vary. Here, they're making it more predictable, a little more predictable.
Streamlined.
Yeah. So that's good. That's good for those individuals who don't have credit and want to buy a house. ARMs. We're almost out of time here. ARM originations are up with rates increasing since the election. Origination for ARMs and the demand for ARMs, adjustable rate mortgages, is up. We're seeing that in the higher end sector. Certainly, we're talking about the $400,000, $500,000 price point. ARMs attract a little bit. I don't want to say a more savvy buyer, but somebody who's not opposed to the risks involved with an ARM. I don't know.
Yeah, like you live there for 4 years, you gain $100,000 in equity, then you sell.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, you didn't attack your principal. I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah. Keep those payments as low as you possibly can. Next thing here, Minnesota fines for kickbacks again. So the state of Minnesota fined another realtor for kickbacks. The Minnesota Commissioner for Commerce fined another title company and a real estate agent for kickback violations. The commissioner had fined various parties a few months ago for taking river cruise provided by the title company. This time, a real estate agent sent all of his business to Liberty Title. The commissioner says the agent received various favors for sending the business. There you go. No kickbacks. Can't do it. And what do subprimes? This is a question for you, Stefan. Last one we'll leave with this one. What do subprime and the Wells Fargo scandal have in common?
One
word. Putting you on the spot, man. Greed.
Oh yeah, that was my second guess. I didn't even do a first guess.
Greed. And the article kind of went on to say, hey, look, we've got Dodd-Frank in place, and yet the Wells Fargo scandal still happened. So what good is the Dodd-Frank really doing, the CFPB? So I don't know.
I got a riddle for you. What's brown and sticky?
Does it come from the body?
No,
No, I'm not saying that. Let's brown and sticky. I don't know. Glue?
A stick.
It's not pokey. It's sticky.
Yeah, right. It's a stick.
There's the joke of the day. Ba-dum-bum.
Joke of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, that's going to do it for today's top newsmakers. Hopefully you enjoyed that a little bit. Brought you up to speed. Maybe even put a smile on your face. Hopefully it did that as well. If it did, please like our page. We're so close to 1,000 likes. We're trying to get there. I noticed we got a like over the weekend there. I'm not even going to try to pronounce the gentleman's name who liked the page because I'll mess it all up. So I'm not going to do that.
But we're getting close.
We're getting close. One step at a time. Baby steps. Rome wasn't built in a day. So anyway, if you are on our Facebook page, please like that page. Share with your friends and family. Message us if you have any questions or anything that you need as far as real estate. We're here to help. We're here to hopefully earn your business, not just ask for your business. We definitely want to earn your business.
Right. Show you what we do and how we do.
Yeah, show you what we do and how we do it. And I guarantee you, this is going to be a Men's Warehouse commercial. I guarantee you will like what we have to offer you. I guarantee it.
Wow, that's good.
You like that? We should
chills.
We should do a tagline on that. You're gonna like.
Right.
You're gonna like what we have to say. I guarantee it.
Right. We're gonna like. You're gonna like how I say it. Like Batman.
Like Batman. We whisper.
Yeah.
All right.
Let me get you pre-qualified.
We're probably taking it just that much.
Oh, sorry. It was going so good.
That
sorry.
much too far. All right, everyone. Hey, everyone, have a